Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? It is Saturday, the 4th. Still think it's the 4th. It's still Saturday, right? It is. It's still not loading my weather app. But welcome to the channel. If you are new, we do talk true crime daily here. So if that's something that you're into, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you guys don't mind, and we'll get on with this show tonight. But it's Saturday. How's everybody doing? Is it nice where you guys are at? It's not nice here. It's very rainy. Very rainy here. It's gonna be a crappy night, crappy morning. I hate when it rains just because the dogs, Gotta clean the dogs. Hey, DM. Hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Cheryl. See who's all here tonight. We got a lot of people in here. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Jan. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Ashley. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Catherine. It's good to see you guys. It feels like it's been a minute since I've been on, but just last night. I don't know, maybe we went on late last night too, but seems like it's been a while. Hey, Crafty One, Lord Mama. Mhm. And welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Roseanne, it's good to see everybody. Lenora Wist to see our CJK. And I'm probably missing people, but I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. Hey, Teresa, welcome in, everybody. Another Catherine with the C. Well, it's good to see everybody. Good to see you. Hey, Trixie. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome in, Tammy. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Linda. Well, it's good to see you guys. It's good to see everybody rolling in. We got a little bit of stuff to talk about tonight. I went down, I shouldn't have went down it, but I was going down a rabbit hole. I was like, this person, that person, and so I was like, I'm just going to bring it on the live and share it with you guys. But let me go ahead and pull up everything that we need for tonight. I didn't do that. If you would like to join my second channel, I'll put the link in the chat. We'd love to have you over there. We're going to do a giveaway over there shortly. And we've been doing giveaways on the channel here throughout the week. And we're going to do one tonight. And we're going to do some membership gifting. So make sure your gifts are on for your memberships. Hey, Briggy. Is it Briggy or Bridgie? Briggy, probably Briggy. Welcome in. So let me pull up these notes because I did some stuff. I watched the Pascal show for us. And I took some notes because I thought, don't want to, have to have you guys watch that again. I watched it on 1.5 speed and I took some notes over it. And if some of them are in black, sorry, and some of them are in gray, sorry, kind of looks like I'm off a little too on my font. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to put this together really quick. So I was like, I should probably put this on paper. Through the potholes on the streets of YouTube. Oh, trying. I think I'm trying to think of how you turn the gifts on. Maybe someone will be able to help me out. I have mine turned off, but I forget how to turn them on. Like I know if someone gifts a membership, it'll ask you then to allow gifts. The adults are sickening, in my opinion. Yeah, it's getting really out of hand. The Sebastian Rogers case is on a whole new scale of big. Like this is different than Summer Wells to me anyway. Maybe it's because I wasn't here for the beginning of Summer Wells, but this is like crazy. Like trial by YouTube is happening right now. Every creator has either had Seth or Chris on their platform, except for me. I don't know. Maybe they have something against me over here, but just kidding. But no, so they've been going everywhere, doing the mostest. Katie's been kind of keeping quiet, just standing in the background. And then you've got them guys kind of battling it almost. And it's like, what's going on here? We're not here for the right reasons. So I did look over the interview. And I have a lot of questions over that interview, but we'll start off with this. I took some notes. So at this point, yesterday, he had 2 PIs, Seth did, Sebastian's father had 2 PIs, these 2 women, and then he he got a spokesperson, Tony Mathis. So we found that out last night. If you watched Pascal's live, you found out last night. And then there's a connection and it's like, what is going on in this case? Why is everybody, it's like they just take the same group and they put them into the next case. It's been really weird. It's been really weird. And you'll hear about another case too, because I feel like we just did this with the Riley Strand and Cajun Nation. So this is the interview. We'll go through that. And then Tony Mathis, he is the new or not PI, he's the new spokesperson for Seth. I have mixed feelings. I don't know what I really feel about the guy. I do think it's a good idea to not have Seth out on the platform doing a bunch of interviews, just like, and because that guy was like, we're going to be on national news. We're not going to be doing these little YouTube shit shows. Like we're not about that anymore. Like he was pretty much like, we're going to take it national. And Pascal was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know about that, but I was like, oh, he did. He just said that. He's like, we're going to take this, like, and then he had Court TV in there, like thumbs up and stuff. And I'm like, here they come in trying to swoop this case out from underneath Pascal. Because, he's been really into this case. He's lost, I feel like, a lot of support because of this case. But Seth said in the interview that he and Katie bought Sebastian 6 pairs of glasses last year because he would sleep in them. Now, I find that's the only thing that I find really hard to believe in this whole interview. Like, I really found it hard to believe that Sebastian would fall asleep in his glasses. Wearing mine right now is I hate wearing glasses, but I looked it up because sensory issues. Most of the time, kids with autism, they have a problem with wearing glasses, and you have to introduce them very slowly. They won't just leave them on to have them on. You know what I mean? So I just don't see him falling asleep that many times in his glasses. 6 times? And then his dad said they would buy him like 2 pairs each time. So does that mean he had 12 pairs in a year? Because that's like 1 pair a month. That's just like unrealistic, really, right? I would be like, you're getting LASIK at the point. Seth said that a couple of times he took a basketball to the face and broke his glasses. So I don't know if they were just roughhousing and being, kids, or if somebody actually like kicked the ball and like did it on purpose. But there is a footage of the boy at the visitor center in North Carolina, and it is a real photo. Seth hasn't seen the footage because it's part of the investigation and is being vetted. He actually went to North Carolina after that photo came out that looks like Sebastian. He went there to see if he could get video footage of the visitor center, and Tony Mathis told him that he wouldn't be able to get it. He drove there and he couldn't get it. And I think it was like a 6-hour trip. So it was like a long trip because I was looking it up. I was fact checking everything that came out of anyone's mouth today. I was like, Google that. Really? Your glass that broke when you fell asleep? See, I always take these bad boys off right when I can, though. I know. It's the circus is coming to town. It really has with this case. You've got, I've never seen, I mean, it's almost like an obsession. Like people out here are doing the mostest, like saying that they care more about Sebastian than his mother does. They have better interest in him at heart than his dad. Like what? Excuse me? It gets better too because I saw someone on Pascal. I don't know who they were, but I saw it on Pascal and I was like, oh no, they didn't just link in their own channel. It was a shit show over there last night. If you guys didn't watch it, just go check out the comment section. I think the comment section was entertaining. Seth does think it could be Sebastian in the picture. Tony said that he talked to Katie and Chris and he would like for them to all be on the same team. And part of that is not talking about each other during interviews. The goal is to unite. So he pretty much said during the interview that, hey, we're not going to be discussing Katie and Chris. And if I talk to Katie and Chris on their behalf, we're not going to talk about Seth, which I think that's a great idea. It's a grand idea. Now, if they all do that and they work together and Tony Mathis somehow works his magic and he gets them on the national news, gets them off of YouTube, what's the YouTube creators going to do then? You know what I mean? Like we have other cases. We're cool over here. Cool as a cucumber. We got plenty of things to do, but I mean, he said he's going national. I already said this, but Seth drove to North Carolina ASAP when he heard about the footage and then the photo. Tony said, speaking for Seth, Ellie should give a little more information. He said the name for Chris, or the same for Chris and Katie. He's not ready to turn up the heat on them yet, meaning the police. The pants are debunked, as we know. I mean, I didn't think that they were, as soon as I heard it. I mean, really, what are the odds a random YouTuber that happens to be live finds these pants where other people have looked? You know, I just thought it was kind of bold. Seth has met Katie's family and said it was 12 years ago, and his PI said that he will not be speaking on the Proudfoots anymore. And that's like all he got out. Pascal kept saying, right, Seth? Or something like that. Or can you answer that for me, Seth? And I was just like, he ain't gonna answer you. Hey, wizard. Oh, this one's a crazy one. Everybody is following this case right now. Well, yeah, me too, do a bug, but I hate that they're leaving. I hate that the PIs left. I mean, they're outie. They're like, we're not putting up with the crap. I guess they're not getting paid. I don't know what's going on, but I do know some stuff I looked up. So we'll go through it. We'll go through some stuff. And then I'm going to get your opinions on all of it. So like I said, yeah. So at this point in the interview, we just know of the two PIs, Heather Chloe, I believe, and then Tony Mathis is the guy that's coming out to be the spokesperson. And this is we're just going through the notes of what I took of Pascal's live. Tony told Seth and Chris they aren't good on camera, and the arguing back and forth isn't going to make anyone want to cover the case, so he's trying to clean it up. And Tony nailed it. Tony nailed it right there, because there are a lot of people that don't want to cover this case that are really good creators. And you know what I mean? That would put out really good factual information, but they just don't even want to touch it. Because it's crazy what's going on right now. Especially with there's no evidence, you know. It's very crazy. Seth said he couldn't tell if Sebastian was in danger from the picture. He said he's alive and he's fed and he has clothes on if it's him. The PI said any questions that pertain to the Proudfoots or about Seth are counterproductive, and they will not be doing that anymore. Seth stated that Sebastian didn't have any friends, didn't have very many friends. Sorry about that. And so I don't know why he put that out, but he did. So a small creator sent a super chat to tell Seth she went there to look for Sebastian. Now listen to this. Okay. This person's in the chat and they send a $20 super chat just to tell Seth, I went there to help you look for your son, but since you wouldn't talk to me, I still went ahead and I helped look. What? Ma'am? A creator actually said that. She said, I'm gonna say it again because I was like, what? She said, tell Seth I went to search for Sebastian. He wouldn't talk to me when I got there, but I still stayed and searched for Sebastian anyway. I was like, what? I was like, what? What? No. Oh, hey, Kyle. Love you too. Good evening. Yeah, that was so rude, Doodlebug. I was just like, oh my God. And then to put it on the screen and read it, Pascal, we all read the comments before we put them up. Like, you have a second when your mouse is going over and your eye is there to click on it. You have enough time to read it. So if anyone says, oh, I put that up there on accident, even myself, to say, I don't believe you, Tanya. So I don't believe you. Because, like, you know, you have enough time to click and look. Unless you're just going crazy with it. Sometimes I do go crazy with it. But congratulations. Thanks you for being a member for 7 months. That's amazing. Thank you. And good evening. So Seth and Tony will be on News Nation on Monday and Nancy Grace on Tuesday. Oh, your girl can't wait for Tuesday. So if he's going to be on Nancy Grace Tuesday, it'll either come out Tuesday night. It'll be podcast first. So podcast will come out around 8:15, and then the next night or the night after it'll come onto YouTube. So we'll have the podcast version of it because I have like Apple Play or whatever, Apple iTunes or whatever it's called, so we can play it without any interruptions. Thank you, Mary Beth. And then now if you see it, it'll say allow gifts underneath. Thank you, Mary Beth. Look at that. Mike's member again. Bring your popcorn. Yes, Ashley. Really. It's going to be, she's going to be asking the questions. And I wonder if we're going to be asking or we're going to be answering any questions pertaining to like a lie detector. Anything going on with that? Somebody just rang the doorbell here. That's weird. So this is Tony Mathis. Wanted to give you a little, so you know who we're talking about here. He's a Cowboys fan. We're not going to hold that against him, though. We're not going to hold it against him. We're all Eagles over here. So this is them. Let me get to my notes. So that's what I wanted to go over. So apparently, I don't know if Seth didn't want to continue to pay the PI, or he couldn't retain them any longer. But one of the PIs, as I know, I don't know if both of them, but one of them have dipped. They're out. Let me see. Where did I put that? Okay. Where did I put that? Actually, yeah, I'll read this first. So Justice Warrior Investigations, they the PIs, I haven't seen neither of them out in a while, but it was every night, just like Seth, just like Chris, the PIs were coming out. We've had the Cajun Nation Army, or whatever their name was, Cajun Nation. We had another ULAV, is that what it's called? UVAD or something group. Remember that group too was out here searching for him? Then you have all the content creators that were out there searching for him, but they got butthurt because Seth didn't say thank you, so they left. How many people are going to come and get on this case and then peace out? Really, what's going on here? What's going on? Everybody that touches this case literally pulls back. I mean, I've heard, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true because I can't remember where I read it, but I read that even Seth had said something to EquiSearch, the guy that does EquiSearch. Said something to him. I don't I'm just what is going on in this case? What is happening? So we'll read through the new post that they put out. This was out 13 hours ago. I don't know if I refreshed the page, if it was go up any, but I'm going to grab my drink really quick. And then we'll read through this. And thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. This is a crazy case. This is just a crazy case. It says, good morning, and thank you for all of your kindness. Many of you have noticed how quiet we've been the last few days, which I know must have been a shock considering that we had previously been shouting from the mountaintops, so to speak, about the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers. I apologize for my vague answers and sometimes lack of an answer to all your messages. You have all been so supportive and you do not deserve to be ghosted. So I am going to put this out here and pray that y'all can get behind the new direction of the case. As you probably already know, Tracy and I came into this case on April 15th. My style of investigating is an in-your-face tactic that is meant to draw people out and get to the bottom of what's going on. We walked into a shitstorm that had been brewing for some time and things got really out of hand. Understatement of the year. Aside from the public outburst on web sleuths, the public did not know what had occurred behind the scenes. What the public saw was the tip of the iceberg, and I was becoming extremely concerned about how far things would go. Whether any of it actually had anything to do with Sebastian is debatable. Some say yes and some say no. Regardless, someone needed to step in, and who could calm the storm, and that person is Tony Mathis. We'll talk about him in a minute too. Now, I did successfully open a line of communication between myself and the Proudfoots, and I was trying my very best to defuse the situation. However, I was unable to do so, and therefore someone else needed to step in. I wish him the very best, and I agree that although transparency with the public is necessary to some degree, in this case, there are things that are better kept close to the vest. I can name a couple. I'm going to comment on one big thing regarding Katie. I do not know what happened on February 26, 2024, the day that Sebastian seemingly vanished into thin air. However, I've seen some things said about her past that breaks my heart. She is being chastised over something that she had no control over. Unfortunately, we don't get to choose our parents. Please try to have some empathy, at least pertaining to that aspect of all this. That's all I'm going to have to say about that. And I'm not even going to get into that. Lastly, I have heard/seen many asking if I'm still working for Seth. With recent developments and with Mr. Mathis taking over, I am stepping back. Justice Warrior Investigation services are always available to him if/when he needs us. But to answer your question, we are no longer under a retainer. We do believe that the photo at Grandfather Mountain is Sebastian, and until we know one way or another, there isn't much we can do. If it is Sebastian, that would become a federal case, and we would be thrilled for the FBI to take the lead. This would be the best development yet. As a private investigator, we can do a lot to help the case along, but we do not have the ability to get warrants, and that is what is needed to gather the evidence necessary to find Sebastian. We will continue to follow the case closely and share any updates as they are released to the public. We love Sebastian and will continue to pray for his safe return. Respectfully, Heather. So I don't know why she's not doing this anymore. If they're just like taking those resources and they're putting them into Tony Mathis, because we've got some GoFundMe money, right? We've got the GoFundMe. So we got $25,524. We're $524 over the goal. This is a fundraiser for Seth by his sister Sarah. It says for bills that do not go away in situations like this. So remember that. Bills that don't go away in situations like this. Any little bit would help take the stress off of him and stuff like that, GoFundMe. So they got that going. So why are we not taking that money and putting it into, like, why does it still say like there's that much money in there? Why isn't that being taken out? Does that make sense? And being like used for billboards, signs, flyers, posters, radio spots, TV commercials. I don't know, anything. That's just weird. I did hear him say that, Wiz, and I thought that was really weird. I think I wrote that down because I usually am like I don't like take up for him, but I kind of do sometimes. And I heard that and I was like, what does that even mean? Like if we were rich, he'd be home. Like I did hear that too. I forgot I heard that because I wrote that down somewhere. And I'm like, what does that even mean? I really don't know what that means. But I do know a little bit about Tony Mathis. So let me see where I want to. Okay, so Tony Mathis is Caleb. Okay, so we're following two different cases. So the case of Caleb Harris, the missing Texas A&M student that walked out of his apartment, was getting DoorDash and disappeared. Well, Tony Mathis, the same spokesperson for Sebastian Rogers now, is the same spokesperson for Caleb Harris. So they both have the same spokesperson. Texas, Tennessee. Okay. This guy has no training whatsoever in speaking to people, public speaking. He is a crane operator with Caleb Harris's father. So don't know why he's brought in to be a spokesperson. I mean, I do. Pascal reached out. Pascal. But why would you get somebody that's not they're not even a spokesperson? And that's why wouldn't you have a private, like, I would rather have an investigator than someone speaking for me. I don't know. That's just me. I'm just saying. I would rather have an investigator, right? Like someone investigating. That's just me. I think we're going to hell in a handbasket at this point. Because this is like the rabbit hole I was going down. Because then I'm like, well, who knows who and how do we know each other? So this guy, Tony Mathis, is saying that Pascal is the reason why they linked up. Let me find that post really quick. Okay. So this is in the missing talk of Caleb Harris or Facebook discussion group. And I wasn't aware of that discussion group. So I asked to join today because it's a private group. So hopefully they'll let me join their group so I can get the rest of these messages. But it says, I wanted my Caleb Harris family, and I want you guys to know, remember this. This is Caleb Harris's dad's work buddy. Like, it's like, I know it's a lot. I should have done a tier of people. So Tony Mathis goes over to Caleb Harris's discussion group talking about another case. I just don't get it. I wanted my Caleb Harris family in this group to hear this first. I received a phone call from Pascal weeks ago asking me if I would help someone in dire need. How do people just get each other's phone numbers like this? He asked me to help Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father, with media and guidance. I've helped him behind the scenes for a while, but he continued to plead with me to help him in the way I've helped the Harris family. After connecting him and Randy, and that's Caleb's dad. It was made clear that Randy and his family fell for him and wanted me to help him. Let me be very clear. Caleb's case and my position with the family are my number one priority. That's kind of weird to say. I don't know. Until things start to heat up a bit, I have some time to help another father. There is also a chance that Nina Glass and her team may end up helping, as well as Nicole Owens. We are still trying to put the details together. Please add Sebastian to your prayers with Caleb, as well as both of their families. Much love to all of you. I thought I had the comments up for that. Let me go back. I think there was. Yeah, so do you guys know who this Nina person is? I'm gonna ask you guys. Okay, so if you read over here in like the comments, and I don't know how true this is because this is all Facebook, but it says, what's wonderful? Nina is going to jail on the 9th. She's not allowed to be around or work with minors, work/for minors. Like what? Who are these people that are coming on this case? Like I literally went through the messages and they were like, what? This person said, why she going to jail? I'm going to need receipts on that. And then they said, which part? I have them all. I'll gladly message. And anyone else. And they said, sent you a message. Like they already sent the message. I stand corrected. It's terrible that such people would flock to help someone in such dire strains, taking advantage of people when they are vulnerable. So she sent the message, I guess, over there. No, this is a different Glass. This is Glass. This is Glass, I think. Is it her? I don't think her name was Glass, her last name. But let me know. Because I was trying to look into that and I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't find her last name. And I don't know Nicole Owens. So you have to help me with that one if you guys know that. Yeah, but is her last name Glass? We don't know if that's the same Nina. These people are making it sound like this is a different one. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. That makes sense. Nina is a search and rescue person. She has been looking for Caleb Harris. Okay. I knew that Nina. See, that's why I knew it wasn't Nina, the ex-wife, because I just knew. They're not going to have her working on the case. I mean, come on. But I know that I didn't know her last name. I didn't think it was Glass because I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find her last name. And I was like, well, she can't find her last name, but it appeared that it was a different Nina. So yeah, this Nina be going to jail. She's not supposed to be working for or with minors. What is going on in the world today? Is everybody a pedo? Like really, you know what I mean? Really. Like it's like all these, and it's like all of these cases that we've been having. And especially this one. I mean, this is okay. I mean, we already had a registered SO on there on the search team. And now we got this. Like it's like justice for Sebastian. Yeah, Teresa, like really, right? There's tons, Brad. I didn't even know. I mean, I did, but I didn't. It's like they're multiplying or something. It really is. So let me see here. It really is giving me like the United Cajun Navy vibes. You, Vlad, or whatever it is, those people too. So Tony Mathis. So there's two different GoFundMe's for Caleb Harris. And I don't know why, but I was just looking at his stuff. And so I feel like these cases are kind of mixing together, but they're kind of intertwining at this point, I feel like now. But they have this GoFundMe. They have 68,328 on this one. And this is from, I forget, this says down here, Emily Witch to Randall. And that's Caleb's dad. And then you have another one that RD Tony Mathis created that has $24,284. So altogether, it's like $93,000. Like, why aren't we putting up more billboards? I know we have some for Caleb. I believe they have a couple for Caleb. And they do have some for Sebastian, and I'll have to get the links to drop them in if you guys want to help with the billboards. No, Mary Beth, her mom, they're saying her mom was. Yeah, I'm not even interested in that because I'm just like, it's like, what is going on with this case? Is everybody involved? Something like, 1 degree, 2 degrees away. Like, this poor kid, um, I mean, everything we've heard too, we won't even get into it because it's already been said so many times. He doesn't need to hear it from us, on this channel. But it's like so many people failed him, and then they just continue to do it. So now we have Sebastian, and Sebastian's sister, Sarah Swank, started this, and she's from Texas. So I don't know if it was just Pascal or if Sarah had known about him also because she's from the same state. Maybe she had heard about the Caleb Harris case. Maybe got them linked up also. But I do know that they're both from Texas. I think of that too. Like, maybe he doesn't know, but it would just be like, but he doesn't have access to the internet according to his parents. So if he was somewhere, he probably wouldn't even maybe try to do that. I mean, but you would think if he was with somebody, he would try to reach out no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to be really upset with your parents to go this long without calling or texting or reaching out at all. I mean, you have to be really pissed. Because I couldn't do that. It hasn't been confirmed yet, Michelle. No, they haven't said. They haven't said if it's him or not, which is really strange. Some of them are charity fundraisers. Oh, well, shoot. Someone can start me a charity fundraiser. Let's see what else I had for you. I did go over to SF's page too, so I can go over that. Because I kind of went through that stuff kind of quick. Look at us going fast. Look at us. Okay. I don't know if you guys have seen this page, but this is another thing. Stuff irks me. If it's going to be something, make sure it's right. You know what I mean? So everybody has seen, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen these 3 flyers. We've got Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, because someone called him Wayne Blake the other day, and it was a creator, and it's just really sad. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We've seen this picture. We've seen them all. And every single picture, it says that he has brown hair, brown eyes. He's 5'5", and he weighs 120 pounds. And every single one of these. Well, all of a sudden, we got Seth making some t-shirts, sweatshirts, totes, all the stuff. And on here, it says that he weighs 106 pounds. To me, 15 pounds is a lot. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to say that we're all in the same boat. 15 pounds is a good bit. So why are we, and we're making a t-shirt with his head cut off at the top. Why are we doing that to people? We got a better picture to put on a t-shirt than this, guys. And all the proceeds go to Seth. So we need to get this like updated, I feel like. And back and front, both sides. Oh, Harley Ryder, I didn't know that there was a reward account. Wow, welcome. There's another one. I don't know. But yeah, on all of these, it says that I don't believe he's 120 pounds. He doesn't really look like he's 120, but because he does look really small. But 106, that's pretty tiny. That's very tiny. I don't think he's 106, but I don't know. Maybe that is a picture Seth likes. That's True West. Yeah. Carl, I know something's going on here. And you got it. That's exactly what's going on. Let's see. I went over to SF's page because I thought maybe he would have some interesting stuff, and he did. Let me see. I was trying to see where I wanted to start. Okay, let's start with this picture. Do you guys think that this picture could be Sebastian? And I've heard a few different things. So let me tell you exactly what we've heard. Nick Beers from the local station, he came out and he said he thought it was AI generated. Well, now he came out on Facebook and he said he thinks it could be him. Seth went on Pascal's show and said he thought it was Sebastian. And then I heard, but I didn't hear it straight from Chris's mouth. I heard that Chris said he didn't think it was Sebastian. So Chris says no. That's what I've heard anyway. Seth says yes. And then Nick Beers, the news reporter that's been in the center of like a lot of this with the lights and everything, he says he thought it was AI generated. And now he's saying he thinks it was him. And then I could have sworn I heard it was Sebastian, but it was from a year ago. That's one picture, that many stories. What is going on? But I do understand what people are saying about the arm. Like about the arm part, like, he does hold his arm like that in some of the pictures I've seen. But I don't know. I mean, it could be either or. I really don't know, It does look like him. But he kind of looks like every 15-year-old brown-haired, skinny kid. And I'm thinking maybe his arm is like that weird angle because he didn't. This happens to me, and it could be because I'm blind. But I'll be walking by something, and I won't realize that I'm about to hit it, like that pillar there, and I'll like pull my arm over. You know what I mean? Like so I don't like instead of moving my whole body over like a normal person probably would, I'll just move my arm over, like to dodge the pillar there. That could be what he's doing right now. He's stepping down. He's trying to put his arm over so he doesn't hit it. But then again, I don't have the greatest eyesight, so he could be a little bit closer or a little bit further that pole than I think. Yeah, I feel like if he is not here with us anymore, he is close to that house. Gomez, there we go, Doodlebug. Thank you. Hey there. Is it Siobhan? Siobhan Stewart? Welcome in. Nina Gomez, that's the name. There we go. Okay. Now, if I would have said that, she looks like a Nina Gomez. Nina Gomez. Nina Gomez. Yeah, that's definitely her. What was the other lady's name? Nina. I don't remember the other lady's name now, but Nina Gomez, that sounds like her. We haven't heard anything about her. Like, where'd Nina go? Nina was here. She was here for it. I mean, she was here for it. And then all of a sudden she's like gone. I'm like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? She had, I mean, like really, she had so much to say. Oh, yeah, like facial recognition. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're doing right now. But I know they have the ability to do things very fast and in a hurry. We've seen that in Idaho. They literally shipped stuff from like Pennsylvania back to Idaho to test it and had the DNA like same day, like the next day, rest of Kohlberger. You think it's from the day they say? Oh, that's true, Wes. Yeah. If they found the security footage. Because like Seth did say that they were giving it to the police or something. So she did shut up. Yeah, she really did, didn't she? She just, huh. It's really weird how people come and go in cases and then you just kind of forget about them. You know what I mean? Like you do. That's why I like to go back to the beginning on this channel. Because sometimes when you can't go any further, you got to go back, But I did go over to, let me go back over to SF Investigates. I was over on his page and this is where I started reading. But I like hearing what he has to say. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know someone else said that too. It says, I did not watch the interview. And if you don't know who SF is, he's an investigator that actively searches for missing people. Like he has the equipment and the knowledge and all of those things that I don't have. So I look on to him sometimes to see where, what he thinks about missing persons cases, like Chelsea Grimm. Like that was a big case that we had on the channel that I went to him for because he was out there like actively searching for her. Kylie Rodney, he was hired by her family as well. So it says here, I did not watch the interview last night on Pascal with Seth Rogers and the new PR person, Tony Mathis. I assume this was a seasoned media relations crisis publicist. I had no idea this is a sales guy from a crane company that was helping Caleb Harris' dad, a coworker, and became an expert. Can this case get any more bizarre? I honestly hope they did not deviate funds away from the private investigators and to this person. I also saw someone post that Mathis started a GoFundMe for Caleb's case that raised over $25,000. If we see a new GoFundMe or a sudden push to raise more money, it's going to be nothing but red flags. To sacrifice an investigator that was the only one on the team that was speaking with law enforcement for a PR person with zero experience is wild. And I have to agree. It is wild. I don't really know the PIs. I don't really know those ladies. But from what I could see, they were they were marching forward. They were talking and everything. Now I don't know if they should have really been doing all that talking, but let's see here and there. They've already done the talking at this point. But I don't know. He doesn't agree with some of this stuff. So where did I put the page? Oh, there's something. Where is the page? Okay. I'm just going to duplicate it and then I'm going to go back and see. Because he had some stuff that listed on there I wanted to show you guys. Oh, and did you guys hear about, hold on, okay, we got to take a side road here. Side road. Okay, did everybody hear about Jennifer Daffer getting caught trespassing? Did everyone hear about that? She's taking a little ride around the crime scene where John O'Keefe was, I guess, unalived, Let me know if you guys have seen it, but yeah, she did. I saw it today. I said, "Oh no, she did." I was like, "Oh no, she didn't," but she did. And I was really trying to see if it was her. Like, I was like, "That's not her," but it's her. Let me see where I just had that page at. Okay. I'm sorry, I've already seen her. So this is coming from Turtle Boy. And I never thought I'd be promoting this guy, but this was good stuff he got. He apparently got the doorbell footage. And then Nerdy Addict, of course, he shared it. So and this is her right here. And she's sneaky. Look at her. What do we know? That is her for sure. She runs. I'm going to rewind it. I'm just going to rewind it and play it all the way through for you guys because this is hilarious. I'm sorry. But even if it wasn't her, I don't know. Just the thought of it being her. I mean, it is her, but what's News Nation going to say about this? Here, I better turn off the music part because I don't want them to get me, but look at her. Then she runs. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me put his link in the chat because that's really funny. Go follow Nerdy Addict on on the Twitter. That was her. So Jennifer Daffer going to the crime scene, taking pictures, snapshotting pictures and running. Okay, sorry we had to take a little tour there, but if I wouldn't have told you then, I would have never told you. And we needed a little break from the seriousness of everything. Now, Jennifer Daffer, what is she going to say about this? What's she going to say? What's she going to do? I mean, News Nation's got to address this, right? Is she on Banfield tonight? Somebody put on Banfield. Let me know if she's on there. Oh, wait, it's Saturday. Banfield's off. Never mind. She's off for the night. But yeah, that's Jennifer Daffer. Oh, I thought that this was pretty interesting. And it's just like statistics. I think this is the statistics one. But it was from SF. And I'm not autistic by any means, but I have autistic like tendencies, I guess. And one of them is being overstimulated and also being like sensory issues. The older I get, the worse they get. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And so when I read this, I don't know. I just kind of I could see this happening, but we don't know what happened. But I could see it being something like where he just like ran. I need to like exile some of these pages because I'm like I can't find my page. But it says, let me actually see. Let me go back one. Let me see. Okay, this is the first one. It says this is the strategy that SR teams I'm a member of have adopted in a missing autistic child search. We immediately disperse team members to defend bodies of water, waiting for the child to come to us. Because once they hit the water, they statistically have less than 4 minutes. My point is that I believe they need to continue to check the ponds as well as outbuildings and farm equipment and vehicles within 1.4 miles of the house. And he put in like maps and charts and everything that was showing why he got to that conclusion. A former Massachusetts state trooper and now consultant for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children said, police have to respond very seriously and not waste any time. One of the things we strongly recommend is to get first responders, even neighbors, dispatched to local bodies of water right away. Makes sense. A lot of kids that go missing, especially, summertime. I feel like more kids go missing around the summer, spring, summer. Maybe it's because they're out more, things are happening. But a lot of the times, if they don't come home or they're not found, they're found in a body of water. Oh, thank you, Mary Beth. That's so sweet of you. Welcome in, sweet Melissa. Thank you. That's really sweet. So, man, I want to know what happened to him. I want to know if he walked out the door, if he went out like willingly, or if he was, coaxed to come out. I want to know everything. And I really don't know any of it, because if you listen to any of the people that come out and have spoke, it's like they're all saying like something different. No one's working together. It's like everyone's time to shine or something. But it says here's some more interesting data to consider in the Sebastian Rogers case. An autistic meltdown is an involuntary response to nervous system overload. This highly dysregulated state, I can't even say it, is not behavioral, but a physical manifestation of a neurobiological reaction. Autistic meltdowns are not limited to young children. Older children, teens, and autistic adults can also experience meltdowns, even those who have low support needs, and they're considered high functioning. And that's what Sebastian was considered, high functioning. Everywhere that I've read, it says that he was considered high functioning. So I don't know why people are kind of like making it seem, I feel like people are making him seem like he almost has something that he doesn't have. Like maybe he's autistic, but we don't need to say that every time we say his name, like, I don't know. I feel like he's more than that. And I feel like he was high functioning to where I don't think that I don't know about the whole incontinence thing, but I know, as far as we know, he was a 15-year-old kid, acting like a 15-year-old kid, playing video games, hanging out, liking the Halloween, liking, Minecraft, things like that. Behavioral response known as eloping or bolting, running away, is also common among autistic children. And we read an article actually about that. An autistic person faced with overwhelming sensory input, anxiety, or stress may simply run from the room to escape the stimulus. That's true. That's very much true. Though people will run, if you're a runner, you're either a runner, fight or flight. That's pretty much what it is. You know what I mean? And the older I get, the more I'm like, ow. I stood up too much. Carl, me too. Yeah, anybody could be that. I mean, I could get Vincent to come over here and say he's whoever. Just turn the camera off, Just say, hey, we can even use the same microphone. Just repeat the questions. Yeah, so and I don't know about the incontinence thing. I've heard like bits and pieces, but I don't know where it started to go back and like listen. And I can't go back and listen to all the interviews. There's so many. I wanted to do like, it'll probably take me 5 years from now, but I wanted to make like a list of every place everyone's been, because it's a lot. They really have been out doing the mostest. I mean, compared to even Caleb's family, they come out and they talk, but it's not every night. Like Seth, he really needs a break before he breaks. And he said he like his arm, something's going on with his shoulder. Remember, so he hurt his shoulder, so now it's like going through his little hand. And I've had something where it was going through my elbow, through my hand, so I know what that's like in a way. And it's bad. Biting, throwing fits. Okay. Hey, Laura. I wonder if he had like, if he had always had like little ticks and then they just realized it when he was 15, or if this came on, if it, I'm going to look into autism and like OCDs. I want to know some of the major differences. Like, because OCD is sensory too. Um, OCD is you to have ticks and things of that nature. You do things you can't control. And I just would have kind of like to know. I don't know a lot about autism. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm learning as we go. I know I've known about it. I know a girl that had an autistic son, but I'm telling you, I'm learning them with you guys. That's true. Was he more there? Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it is. Hey, Laura. Hey, Barbie. I meant to say hi to you earlier. And hey, Harley Ryder. Hey, welcome in, Tammy. I don't know if I said hi to you guys. I smile. I feel like sometimes I smile and I'm just like, they know. Let's see what else I have for you guys. Because I really just was going to go through kind of like SF's Twitter. And then maybe we should see what's going on in the world. Let me get on and see if there's any breaking news. I would love that. So Tuesday, Seth and Tony Mathis, the speaker for Seth now, and also the speaker for Caleb Harris's family, they are going Monday. They're going to be on Elizabeth Vargas. So that'll be 6 o'clock hour or 7 o'clock hour. I think she's the 7 o'clock hour. No, she's the 6 o'clock hour. And then I think Leland is 7 o'clock, and then Cuomo, and then Banfield. So we'll have it like Monday night. What is that? Yeah, 2 nights from now. And then on Tuesday, they're going to be on Nancy Grace. So I would really like to hear how that goes also, because Tony Mathis is saying he's not going to let Seth talk. And he was talking for him last night. Hey, Shay. He really was. He was like not letting him answer questions. He was kind of like stepping up and taking charge. And I was like, oh, that's good. That's good to hear. But I mean, I don't know. I think that Seth needs someone to help him speak, but I would have kept the investigator. Or who do you call for PR? Like, if you need a public person, like, I don't know who you call. So, I mean, I can't say I would do anything different. Hey, hippie chick. I really can't say I would do anything different at the same time, because you don't really know what you would do in that situation. You just probably grasp for any help. I feel like that's kind of like what Seth was doing. Just like he wanted so much help. I think that Chris and Katie kind of knew, like, after they dipped their toes in. Katie knew. She was like, I'm out. After that third interview, she was like, I'm done. And then poor Chris, Chris and Seth are out here fighting back and forth now. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Shay. I actually got this in a tank top color too. Same blue. Now we'll never know, Tanya, because we're not elite enough to have a PR person. Shoot, I don't even know where you go get one. But they do that. In my opinion, the adults need a spokesperson. They do. They really do. And there's so many cases that are out there. There's so many cases. There's so many. I was in a chat the other night. It was last night. And someone said, what cases are you covering? And I named like 4. And then I was like, wait a minute. And then I named like 4 more. And then I named like 4 more. And I was like, wow, we cover a lot. Cover a lot over here. But we try. We try. But I don't really think that I have too much to show you guys anything. I don't really have anything else to show you. I was just going to kind of I was just looking through SF's, Twitter. So I thought I'd share that stuff with you guys. And let me put his link in the chat, because if you ever want to know about this kind of stuff, he's really knowledgeable, very knowledgeable. Oh, Ashley, you would be fired. I have to fire you. We have to approve your messages all the time. Me and Jan, I'm always like, approve. If Jan isn't here and your messages don't show up, that's because I didn't see them to approve them. Sometimes they'll block the message. They block my messages. It'll say not good enough for YouTube. Like, it's bad. You said a bad word. Oh, thanks, Carl. I heard about that, but I didn't know. I didn't know when it was in the live. Was it a good interview? Because I know that I think she went there to search. Yeah. Harley Rider, I haven't seen the court papers, but I would like to. I haven't. Shay, where's that at? I haven't seen that, I don't think. Crime Nation? I haven't seen it, I don't think. That sounds good. That sounds like fun. I still be liking Idaho. If you know where those papers are, Harley Rider, I'd love to read those though. Because I've been hearing about these papers, right? Because I heard that there was an incident where I don't know if Seth hit Sebastian or not. I'm not saying that at all. But the way it was relayed, the way I heard it in my head was something like Sebastian hit Seth's hand. That was the story that Seth was trying to give, but I don't know if that's actually true because I haven't seen it with my physical eyes. So I don't want to say it's true, but it's very, very interesting to know. It was crazy. Oh, wow. Thank you, Shay. Yeah, thanks. Text me that. Yeah. I would love to watch that. Interesting. She's the one who used to drive by his house all the time. Well, we got Jennifer Daffer over sneaking in on people's Ring doorbell cameras, taking pictures. Kelly, me too. We just want some closure for the families. Yes. And that's what I was going to tell you guys. So last night I told you about Kailia Turner. And this was the whole point of me telling you. I wanted to give you the update, of course, because we had followed it. We didn't follow it extensively because there wasn't a lot of information out there, but they have found her remains, and I'm trying to figure out where I saw the exact article. I'm on her Facebook, but so here we go. So if you don't know who it is, Kailia Turner, basically she was went to a friend's house. She tried to knock on her door. She couldn't get a hold of her friend. She didn't try to go in the door though. And her friend was wondering why. And she left, I guess. She left and then she fell asleep in the car in someone's driveway. And when she came to, there was officers I guess beating on the window, and she tried to pull out of there. And then they knocked out the window, and so she took off running, and she got out of there, and nobody could find her. Nobody could find her. And I'm like, how does this girl just disappear? It's been over 400 days, and they found her very close to where she was last seen. They had just missed her. So that's why I was wanting to tell you guys about this case also last night, because literally, just like in Sebastian's case, if he's not here with us any longer, he may be closer to the house than we think he is. Thank you, Barbie, for the super sticker. That's so nice. Thank you. And thank you, Mary Beth, for gifting a membership. Shay, it really is so sad. I thought about doing another live over it, just to wrap the whole case. But I have never seen this picture of her either. And this was a really sad case. I mean, she literally 407 days. And her mom would get on Facebook and she'd put in there 402 days, 403 or whatever it was. She would put her missing person in there. She's been missing. To the point where she was even posting on there afterwards. And I think that her mom will continue to post on that page every day for a long time, because that's what she's used to, how she's used to talking to her daughter, I feel like. Yes. Hey, Tina. I'm just trying to go back up. Sorry. I know. It's really sad. I'm glad that they found her. I don't know what happened to her as of right now. I don't think they've even said anything. They said that they're going to keep her remains and do more testing. So it's going to be a couple months before her family gets them back. I'm sure that's really hard on her parents too, because they probably just want her, whatever they can, have. But they just got to wait a little bit longer. And Texas EquiSearch found them. So it says not far from where she went missing on March 10th, 2023. And they just found her the last week of April. So I think they need to recheck some of these places. I don't think it would hurt. Let's just do a recheck. Why don't all these creators that are down near Tennessee that wanted to go search, right? Why they wanted to go search so bad, right? Why don't they research? Why don't they start doing the researching? Like, couldn't they do that? I don't see why the cops would care. Hey, search it again. Fine, go ahead. Just don't live stream, just video only. Like you'd think. What'd I miss? Yes, Shay, they really were. I guess aliens are finished. I'm just reading the chat. You think Sebastian's close? Yeah. Yeah, I think who was that was the 3 guys that were, like, down in Mexico. They found them in, like, a cave, or, like, a mine or something. I saw that today. I was like, "Wow." I don't know, our whip. It looks like him in the picture. It does look like him. I mean, I will say the picture definitely looks like him. Oh, there we go. It's hard to tell. And this lady, she might not even be with these people. Like, see, you can see a guy back here too, it looks like, walking the opposite way, or a kid or something. But whatever this place is, this visitor center, it's busy. There's a camper back there and everything. We've got people, they're gonna have cameras, they're gonna have stuff. Whoever took this picture though, I mean, God bless you if it's him, but it's kind of creepy. I mean, if that was my kid and someone was taking a random picture of my kid, I'd be like, "What are you doing?" I mean, apparently the person that was with him didn't notice, or they just didn't say anything, because if that was my child and someone was taking a picture of my child, I would be like, "What are you doing? Why are you taking a picture of my child?" Maybe that's just me being weird, but I mean, I would be weird. You don't believe it's him, remarkable seminary? Yeah, I'm on the fence with it. Like, people have, have noticed that the shoes are a little different. One of them has, like, stripes in the bottom of the white. The shoelaces are different, but then, like, the arm placement, it does look similar to other pictures we've seen of him. But me personally, he might just be moving his hand out of the way of that little, pillar there. Yeah, very, very close lookalike, if not, yeah. And I looked it up, and it was, like, 6 hours from, like, Hendersonville to this spot where this visitor center was. So, I don't know. It's just a shame. So, someone said that sometimes the trees up here in the mountains, it's cooler up there, so they don't have the leaves necessarily. But that I don't know. That I don't know. Grandfather Mountain, that's it. Yeah, Artwhip. It's a nature type center. I thought maybe it was like one of those. I always thought it was a rest stop area, but I guess that's probably more like it because it's in the mountains. I was literally thinking when it said visitor center, I was thinking rest stop. Like, like those big rest stops, not the little scrawny ones that have like the guys and the girls bathroom. I'm talking about the ones that have like food vendors in there and stuff, like the really big ones that you see on like interstates, or not interstates. What's that called? Not the freeway, not the highway. It's like not the interstate. I can't even think of it now. It connects like where I live to Philadelphia. I cannot think of what it's called right now. Where you go through like the like tolls and stuff and you pay. I can't think of it right now. What it's called. I need a nap. Turnpike. Laura, that's what it is. Turnpike. I could not. I'm like, Tony, you're going nuts. You're going nuts. Turnpike. I haven't rode on the turnpike since I was like 16. So that's why. So you thought it was a rest stop too? Yeah, me too. So I thought that's what I'm thinking. I thought it was visitor center is like a rest stop. Like, visitor centers. Let's just look in North Carolina. When I look it up, like when I get it into Google, what's this? Oh, there's a bunch. So yeah, it's for travel information and stuff like that. It looks like maybe something like this. Do any of these roads look this one? I-95? Did someone say I-95? So it could be this little thing here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right spot, but this is a welcoming center. And I guess it's like, I don't know if this is the welcoming center, it's like where you get like the pamphlets for the town and stuff. But this one's like really full of greenery. But I don't know. I don't know when this picture was taken either. Very weird. Oh my lordy. I've got so many screens up, guys. Okay. So I do want to go over to the channel really quick and gift out some memberships. Tomorrow I'm going to give out the contest prizes. I'm going to have them out by tomorrow afternoon sometime. My husband help me with it. And we'll do another giveaway tonight. And then we'll do one tomorrow. So let me go over here really quick. Let me gift out some memberships because it takes just a second. I have to go through like the whole back doorway. I don't understand it. Now you can hear me talking. It's very weird. And thank you guys all for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for being a part of the channel. Thank you for making it with me to 15,000. You know, we've come a long way here in like what was it it'll be 2 years in September. So we haven't been here very long, but we've been here long enough to know what's up. Long enough to where I don't think I've taken a break in like this whole year. I don't think I've taken a night off. I can't do it. Can't stop, won't stop. I'm addicted to you guys. So if that's what you're into, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Okay. So let me go over to Nightbot. And then I'll go over to giveaways. Okay. So we'll do a $25 giveaway. I will put we'll do like an e-gift card giveaway. If you are the winner, just email me at titaniumbuiltboo@gmail.com and I will send over the e-gift cards. I'm gonna do them all tomorrow. So we've had Mr. Rosebud won. We've done 15 memberships. We did a gift card for another 25, and that went to Baby Girl last night. And then we're gonna do another one here. So all you have to do to be entered is just be active in the chat. So I'm just gonna let you guys get active in the chat really quick. And then we'll spin it. We'll roll it. And then last night at Nightbot. Yeah, Baby Girl, Nightbot told us last night because I was like, where did it go? I was like, where did it? I was like, I saw the name and then it went away. So yeah, I like that. Thanks, Heather. I appreciate that. And thank you, sweet Melissa. Hey, Albeam. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, yeah. So it should say in the chat too, like Nightbot will say something. It'll say like whoever is the winner. So I got everybody on there. We're going to do active users. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll it now because you only get one chance. Well, I mean, you get more than one, but then have more than one winner. Shay, I should have shared the screen, but I didn't. But hold on, let me get it up here. I was like, man, that was quick. But it'll say it in the chat too, so it's not like I can fidge you. Look at that. Send me an email, girl. Which I probably have your email, so I could probably send you one. That's exciting. It's kind of like playing the lottery. That's what I said last night, like the slot machines. And then tomorrow, I think what we'll do is we'll do a giveaway for the store, my boutique. And then if you're a guy, of course, I won't make you get any girl stuff. Unless you want, candle, dress, whatever. We could do that. But yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. That's fun. I like doing giveaways. I like doing them. They're fun. And we're going to do one on the other channel as well. So it'll be fun. We're because we hit 500 subscribers over there. So I said we would do a giveaway. So yeah. Oh no, what happened? Hey, Squeaky. Oh no. Oh, Cindy, I'm sorry about your dad. I'm so sorry. That's sad. I'm praying for you guys. Sebastian's grandparents' perspective. Jay, they don't. They don't actually. They haven't brought Katie's family's been brought in, right? And Seth's mom has come out and said some things. But other than that, we haven't really heard a whole lot from them. Oh, you're welcome. If it was me or it was Mary Beth. We're praying for you, though, Cindy. That's terrible. I hope that he's not in any pain. And that's what hospice is supposed to be there for, the transition period. So, man, I'm sorry that's terrible. Well, we love you, Ashley. Oh, hey, Tawny. Yeah, we're sorry to hear that. But congratulations, everybody, on the contest, getting a gifted membership, whatever you got tonight. Hopefully, you guys got a little something. If you didn't, you got me. You got me and my smiley face sweatshirt. But that's all I really have for you guys for tonight, I think, anyway. I didn't go over my notes because I never do. I write them out for no reason. But tomorrow night, I don't know what case we'll cover. I don't know what we're going to do actually tomorrow night. We'll think of something. And then Monday we'll probably cover Sebastian, and maybe we'll cover like more than one case. That way we can, get more than one person in. We'll do like 2 cases. We'll touch on the Sebastian interview, whatever Seth and Tony go out and say. And then Tuesday they're going to be on Nancy. So either Tuesday or Wednesday we'll play that here because that'll be very interesting. But don't forget to email me, Shay, or I could text you, either one. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good evening. If not, have a good weekend and have a good day tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to be beautiful where you guys are at. Bye, guys.